Do you feel like you're being busy, but you're not actually making much progress towards your goals? The reason is because you're not focused on what I call success habits. Success habits are things that you do daily or multiple times to get closer to your definition of success. So with these 5 bonus habits, or 5 habits that you can get started today so that you can get more successful in life. And they're very easy to start. And these are the items that we're going to use for these ideas. So let's get started. These bonus habits range in time from like 2 minutes to 60 plus minutes. So what you can do is just start off small. You don't need to start off with 60 minutes, but you can start off from maybe doing like 2 minutes a day for each of these habits and see how it goes for you. So these things can help you track your progress. These things can help you increase your motivation. So I'm going to give you some examples on how each of these habits work. So let's start off with the first bonus habit. Remember, you don't have to do each of these habits every single day, and you don't need to do the full amount of time. Just do what time works best for you and the smartest for your situation. So the first habit is room setup optimization. This is more than just cleaning. It's rearranging stuff in your room. It's removing items, it's adding items. Maybe it's adding items for more success or for motivation. Maybe it's removing items that just clutter, that doesn't really add value to your life. And maybe it's rearranging stuff so that you have the best, so it's organized the most and it looks cleanest for you. So what you want to do is for 5 minutes a day, you set the timer. You remove stuff in your work environment that doesn't really add value or is just clutter. So you can start by throwing that stuff away or donating it. And then what you do after that is you can add items for motivation. For example, let's say you get your dream car. So what you can do is you can put this on your desk. This is part of it. This is improving your work environment. So now you have something that motivates you. It reminds you of wealth. So when you're doing your money habits, this can be a great motivator. So maybe you can get a nice plant, maybe get a non-lit candle, stuff like that to improve your work environment. And then maybe you can rearrange some stuff. So like if you have stuff cluttered, like let's say you have your pens cluttered, what you can do is you can put them in the pen holder or put them on a corner. So like you can maybe put it here next to it. Maybe you can get your timer and put it next to your pens. Just make sure it looks clean and organized and make sure it's very easy to grab this stuff when you need it so you don't waste time looking for stuff. And what you want to do is the items that you use daily every single day, you want to keep it next to your desk or on your desk. So that way you won't have to waste time looking for it. So what you could do is get a box. The items they use daily, you just put in that box. So maybe like papers, notebooks, maybe some extra pens, maybe a calculator, stuff like that. You put in the box or on your desk. So that way you won't have to waste time looking for it. And it's right there. It's fast to grab. So that's the first habit. 5 minutes a day optimizing your work environment by rearranging, adding, or removing stuff. The second bonus habit for 2 minutes is future and goal planning in more detail. So what you want to do is on a Google Doc or paper or a notebook, you want to name it My Life Goals in Detail. And then what you do is you spend 2 minutes a day writing your life goals and today's goals in more detail. So maybe you could start off by writing 1 to 3 goals you want to do today. It was like on a Google Doc, you write the long-term goals in more detail. So maybe exactly how much money you want to make, maybe your ideal weight, maybe your ideal health goals, maybe the ideal car that you want, the ideal house that you want. The more details and the more specific your goals, you can use this as motivation and clarity. So when you're doing your habits and figure out what habits to do, you know exactly where you're headed. And that way you know exactly what to do so you can be successful. So that's the second habit. 2 minutes a day, writing your life goals and today's goals in more detail. And for this, I'd recommend a Google Docs for this. Since it's easy to edit, it's right there, and you can keep adding to it. The third bonus habit for 5 minutes is track your numbers. So for this, you can use a notebook and also Google Docs. It's probably best to use both, so that way it's more specific and stuff, and that you know the numbers are right. So for this, it's stuff like your money numbers, your business numbers. If you're doing social media content, maybe your followers, maybe the total amount of posts you made that month, made it to amount of income you made that month. So this 5 minutes a day, making sure you're tracking the important numbers. And when you do the 5 minutes, the reason why you want to do 5 minutes instead of say like 2 minutes is so that you can double check all this stuff to make sure it's all accurate and right. So for this, you can use a notebook and also a Google Docs for this. So this habit can help you be more organized. It can help give you more clarity and more safety since you know all the numbers are right for money, business, health, social media, stuff like that. Remember, success is a numbers game. The better you are with numbers, the more successful you are. Like the better you are with getting views for your personal brand, the better you are with finances, stuff like that. It's all a numbers game. How good are you with numbers? And this 5 minute habit can help you with your numbers. The fourth bonus habit is 5 minutes a day improving your daily and weekly food plan and your day and your workout plan. So what you want to do is you can get two papers for this, one for your food plan and one for your workout plan, and then you can get a notebook. So like the first notebook is workout tracking, and then you can get a second notebook and you can maybe call it food tracking. So what you want to do is for the first one, you could maybe start by saying workouts I can do, and then what you can do is from your coach, from your videos, from your books, from your learning, what you can do is you can add and you can make a better workout plan. So what you can do is, okay, maybe start off by, let's say you're doing workouts from home, you can maybe start off by saying, okay, what workouts should I do at home? So maybe you could say like push-ups, jumping jacks, etc. And then what you can do is let's say another improvement you do after that is, let's say you write the specific amount of stuff that you do. So like let's say push-ups, let's say your goal is 300 total push-ups, let's say 100 total jumping jacks. And then what you could do is you can improve it even more. So like maybe you could say how often you do these things. Or maybe like what's the best equipment for these. Or maybe you could say what's the best form to do it. So like when you're doing your push-ups, what's the best form for your push-ups? Or different types of push-ups that you can do. Like I said, for this, online notes is probably easier since it's easier to add a lot than it's easier to edit. But for now, you can start off with paper. So that's a workout examples. And for your food plan, you could say weekly plus daily food plan. So for this, you can improve your weekly and daily food diet. So what you can do is you can start off by saying some healthy foods that you want to eat. And remember, you get these ideas from the books and videos and your coach from what you're learning. So an example is, let's say you want to add blueberries to your diet. Or maybe you want to start eating more vegetables. So let's say carrots. And then again, another improvement that you can do is maybe you can write how often you eat these things, like how often you should eat blueberries, how often you should eat carrots, and also maybe how much of these you should eat each time. And you can keep on finding improvements. So like maybe like let's say eggs. Like what's the best way to make eggs? Is it scrambled? Is it sunny side up? Is it boiled? So you can keep on improving these things. So that's what the fourth bonus habit is for. Improving your daily and weekly food plan and improving your workout plan. And the fifth bonus habit for 60 minutes a day is testing ideas. So this is going to be for testing ideas you learn from your books, learn from your videos, learn from your mentors. Maybe it's if you make social media content, maybe it's test ideas for your videos, stuff like that. This is one of the most important habits because you could spend all day learning, but what good is learning from books and courses and YouTube videos and mentors? What good is just learning if you don't use any of the ideas that you learn? So like if you're learning how to make, say, better social media thumbnails or social media hooks, what good is it just to write down the ideas if you never use it? Then it just like piles up paper and then it just becomes dust collectors. So what you need to do instead is spend these 60 minutes a day testing the ideas that you learned, trying it, testing. Do these ideas from these books actually help you? Are my ideas for my social medias, are they actually good and are they actually helpful? Or are they actually entertaining for people? This is a very powerful habit that you can start with. And you only need to start with 60 minutes. Maybe you just start off with doing 5 minutes a day. You could start small. Make sure you do these habits every single day. And you need to start off by doing the max amount of time. Like you only start by doing 60 minutes. You could start by doing, let's say, 2 minutes a day of each of these habits and see how it actually works for you. Leave in the comments below which one of these 5 habits do you think would be most helpful for you. And again, you'll need to do each of these 5 habits every single day. What you need to do is you need to first of all know, okay, how much time and how much of these habits should I do every day, and how often should I do these habits. This is just suggestions for the habits, like in the habit times. You can vary the amount of these you do the habits and how often you do these. Just make sure you know what works best for you. So make sure you subscribe if you found this helpful, and share this video with someone who you want to succeed with.